I never thought I would have to cue up the violins on this woman right here, but seeing as how deceptive as she has been in recent years, and because Petty Pendergrass doesn't discriminate, why not? So in this picture you see Monique Presley, and at one point people really came to bat for her, because at one time she was the attorney, or at least the lead attorney, for Bill Cosby in his first initial run of the trial, and then she ended up leaving, and then she just pretty much lost her damn mind. Well, the reason why I'm queuing up the violins on her today is because she just got exposed for misappropriating some funds. I don't know what it is with some of these lawyers and attorneys and messing up with people's funds, but for some reason to me it's not anywhere near shocking. But it's not just the fact that she misappropriated clients' funds, it's who she did it for. So I'm gonna go ahead and read the title of the article. Bill Cosby's ex-lawyer Monique Presley has been suspended indefinitely for disability, quote unquote, after she faced disbarment amid claims she misappropriated funds for personal use and transferred thousands into her husband's overdrawn bank account. So she was stealing money from other people to fund her broke ass husband. Now I don't know who her husband is, but we about to find out. He's either gonna be bottom shelf Brad or Pookie and Ray Ray. It says, a lawyer who represented Bill Cosby in his sex assault case has been suspended indefinitely amid claims she misappropriated funds, as her former clients detail how she would demand upfront payment, but then would cash the money and deposit the funds into personal accounts. Monique Presley became well known for her appearances as a legal contributor across news networks, where she launched a vigorous defense for Cosby when she represented him before quitting his legal team in 2016. Since then, the self-described Democratic strategist has frequently appeared as a legal analyst on Fox News. But in August, DailyMail.com can reveal that Presley was suspended from practicing law in Washington, D.C. based on disability a month after an investigation from a disciplinary council said it had presented clear and convicting evidence of her misconduct and recommended that she be disbarred. So here we are in the month of January, and she got disbarred in August, and we're just now learning this, and we're just now learning the reason why she did it, or why she was disbarred. It is unclear if the order of suspension based on disability came as a result of the committee findings. 3 former clients of Presley's had accused her of taking retainers and quickly depleting the funds on personal expenditures without doing any significant work, then would ask for even more money. Instead of keeping the money in an escrow account as she was supposed to, Presley is accused of cashing the checks, having money directly deposited into her husband's overdrawn business account, and even driving a client to a bank to pay her in cash. So basically, it sounds to me like this woman is living with a moocher. To me. Like, how do you overdraw your business account? Like, how do you do that? It says, and a $15,000 payment that did wind up into an escrow account was wiped from the account within a matter of days because Presley either transferred the money elsewhere or took cash withdrawals from it, according to legal papers. Presley declined to comment when contacted by the Daily Mail. In the hearing committee's report, Presley was accused of showing a consistent disregard for the disciplinary process. Despite being served with the specification charges in July 2018 and again in October 2018, Presley never filed an answer to charges brought against her despite being given several opportunities to do so. After hearing this information right here, now I'm starting to wonder, was this the reason why she was kicked off of, in her terms, left the Cosby camp? What if they knew about her dirty dealings then and decided to not deal with her anymore? And that was it, because we never really knew the reason as to why she left. It's just like we went to sleep one day and woke up the next and she was off the team. And then next thing you know, Tom Mesereau became his lead attorney. But I think this may have had something to do with this. I don't know, between her and Michael Avenatti, those two right there are 2 peas in a pod. They're both con artists and they're both scammers. And hopefully she gets the same treatment he's getting right now. She also never showed up to hearings. She engaged in a pattern of dilatory tactics at every step of the process. The first complaint against Presley came from Edwin and Paula Amaker, a couple Presley and her husband Carlton knew from church when they both served as elder members. The Amakers knew the Presleys as trusted members of the church community. They are not just regular church people, these are elders. These are people you go to when you got problems. After her dealings with Presley and her husband, Paula said she was blindsided and felt victimized twice by two people I utterly trusted. In September 2013, Paula hired Presley to represent her in a claim against her former business partner, agreeing to an advance payment of $5,000 and an hourly rate of $425. Presley told Paula she would put the $5,000 into an escrow account and withdraw the funds as she earned them. However, according to documents, Presley did not have a trust account at this time. The day after receiving the $5,000 check, Presley cashed it. After working on the matter for the next 2 months, Presley told Paula in November the case would likely go to trial and offered her the option to pay a flat fee of $3,000 to finish out the case instead of working at an hourly rate. The papers state Presley told Mrs. Amaker to make sure the funds were available in her bank account so that Presley could withdraw the money quickly and move forward with the case. So that's why this woman was taking on these quote-unquote cases. She was getting money out of these people. I want to know, where did she get her law degree from? It sounds like she went to DeVry or ICDC or any of those online schools. Or did she go even lower and go to a community college and get her degree? Did she go to Trump University? Because this woman is nothing. She's like the female version of Michael Avenatti. Not on his scale, but because she's an attorney, she's like right there with him. Because he's an attorney. Where did he get his law degree from? Clown College? Then in October 2014, more than a year after hiring Presley, Paula felt more and more upset and desperate because she was not seeing any results or evidence of work being done. Expressing her frustration to her husband, Edwin Amaker, spoke to Presley's husband, Carlton, about the matter. So her husband's name is Edwin. Carlton told the Amakers he would handle the case because Presley was busy dealing with other matters. However, Carlton was not an attorney and didn't clarify that he wasn't to the Amakers. Legal papers state for almost 2 years between October 2014 and September 2016, Presley did not have any communication with Paula. After he quote-unquote took over the case, Mr. Presley continued to lead Mrs. Amaker to believe that her case was progressing. Things finally came to a head in October 2016 when the Amakers sat down with Presley to discuss the drawn-out case. Presley told them if they wanted to proceed, they would need to pay several thousands of dollars for additional expenses. Paula filed a complaint against Presley and asked her for a refund, which as of April 2019 has not received according to legal papers. This woman is nothing more than a stone cold fraud, just like Michael Avenatti. No wonder we barely heard from her in a while. So she was taking these people's money, parading herself around as a lawyer, along with her husband, to scam money out of people to fund his lifestyle, and all he did was blow the money. They said she was funding his overdrawn bank accounts. That means this man has a serious spending problem. Overdrawn, which means he was in the negative, which means he was below zero, which means they had to fund the bank account just to get back to $0. And they were scamming these people. Like I said, I'm starting to think that this is why she stopped working with Cosby, because they found out about her dealings. But hold on, let me see. They need to get her. Needs to be brought up on charges. Give her the Michael Avenatti treatment. Slap the cuffs on her and bring her in. I mean, I'm glad that she was suspended, but more matters need to be handled. But I'm glad I put this out there so she has been exposed. But I'm just the messenger at the end of the day. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I will talk to you in the next one. Make sure you have followed me.